From Werner Park in Pavilion, Nebraska, just a hop, skip, and a jump outside of Omaha. It's USL League One on ESPN+. Sean St. Jacques here with you. Union Omaha opens up their second campaign in USL League One history against South Georgia Tormenta FC. Union Omaha, of course, had that epic finish to the regular season. They're trying to take it a step further in 2021 and chase the championship in USL League One. They start tonight against South Georgia Tormenta. Here's how last season ended. The last time Omaha fans saw their squad, they needed a win on the final day of the 2020 regular season. It was tied late, 0-0, until Evan Conway slotted home a winner in the 90-plus first minute to send Union Omaha to the League One championship game. Scenes like they've never seen in Omaha for soccer. It was an epic finish to the League One regular season, and they got to the championship game in their first season in League One. Here's how the final table looked at the end of the 2020 regular season. Omaha pipped not only Richmond to that second spot, who began the final day in the second spot, but also the defending champions North Texas, who also won at the death on the final day, but didn't quite have enough to get to that second spot. And Union Omaha's back again to try and get one step further. Here's how they looked for the entirety of last season in 2020. At home, one of the toughest teams to beat at home in the league, 5-1-2 during last season. Third fewest goals conceded at 15 during the 2020 regular season as well. And Ethan Vanacore-Decker, one of the leaders, 6 assists, second in League One a season ago, and 14 of that core is back for 2021. And Coach Jay Mims has got a heck of a squad again, trying to take it one step further. South Georgia Tormenta is their opponent tonight. They've already got one game under their belt. It was a 1-0 defeat against Fort Lauderdale at home last time out. However, a lot of positives for Coach Ian Cameron's side. They did have 80% pass accuracy, had a lot of possession, created a lot of chances as well, but Coach Cameron told us the final third really was disappointing. He's hoping that they can get those chances and then make the opponents pay for them and take them as they look to get a win at Union Omaha tonight. Should be a good one as Union Omaha kicks off their second season in League One. They face South Georgia Tormenta tonight on ESPN+. Union Omaha, South Georgia Tormenta, it's coming up next.
I'm actually the first person in my whole entire family, teenagers, adults, kids, grandparents, that's gotten my bachelor's degree. It was 16 hours to Missouri, and then we picked up my dad and my brother, and then it was another 5 hours here. I didn't get a walk for high school. Everyone else gets that opportunity, so when it came to this, I was like, I don't care how far it is away.
We would like to thank these awesome restaurants in the Omaha metro area for providing team meals to our players during the 2021 season. Chick-fil-A Bellevue, Vitality Bowls, Papillo Pit Barbecue, The Corner Kick, Epoca Cantina, and Beacon Hills. We appreciate your support and team meals during our 2021 season. Tonight, we would like to welcome our Centris Federal Credit Union Ball Kids. If you want to be a Centris Ball Kid at the next Union Omaha match, visit unionomaha.com/community to sign up. Thank you to Nebraska State Soccer for helping us select the Centris Ball Kids. Union Omaha will be facing off again on Friday, May 7th against Fort Lauderdale CF. Make sure you tune in at 6:30 p.m. on ESPN+.
It looks like a substitution.
Back here at Werner Park, Sean St. Jacques here with you, getting you set for USL League One action here on ESPN+. Union Omaha begins their second season in League One tonight against South Georgia Tormenta FC. Jay Mims back in charge again, his second season at the helm of Union Omaha. You can almost call him Mr. Omaha. He has so many connections around these parts, and obviously the great coach at Creighton, and obviously the coach at the University of Nebraska, Omaha as well. Here's his starting 11 for year 2 here in Omaha. Rashid Nuhu at the back is the goalkeeper, always reliable for Coach Jay Mims' side, but also the addition of Greg Hurst up top. Scored a lot of goals last season. His addition will be very key going forward for them. On the other side of things, Coach Ian Cameron, 6 games last season as the interim head coach, gets the job as the head coach. First full season in charge for him. Likes to see his team be more aggressive in this one and take their chances that they create in the final third. Great to see a start up front for Micheletto, Luca Mayer as well, and a big addition as well up top as Azad Liati. That's a start for South Georgia Tormenta as well, moving forward. Center official Mark Allerton gets us underway from Papillion in Nebraska. Union Omaha in their home blacks, South Georgia Tormenta in their road whites. And we're underway just outside of Omaha, Nebraska. South Georgia Tormenta, 1-0 defeat against Fort Lauderdale in their first game. First game of the season for Union Omaha. Coach Jay Mims says it does matter a little bit that South Georgia Tormenta have a game that matters under their belt. Interesting to see how that impacts the game in the opening stages. Will Tormenta maybe be a little bit sharper on the ball, where Union Omaha, as they've always been since they've entered League One, just be so tough to deal with here at Werner Park at home. Ball played back to Pablo Haro, who had a great season last year in net for South Georgia Tormenta. And pretty good distribution idea there. Headed down and away though. First opportunity for Ferretti Sosa defensively for Union Omaha. As we mentioned at the top, this crowd of about 4,500 here at Werner Park hasn't seen Union Omaha since Evan Conway scored that winner in the 90-plus first minute. Of course, the championship game, because of COVID, did not happen, and Greenville were given the title on points per game. Here's the aforementioned Evan Conway. Slipped, though, going towards the byline, and Tormenta will have a goal kick. South Georgia Tormenta had a say on the final day of the regular season as well. They faced, at the time, defending champions North Texas and made it really hard on them. North Texas had to win to have any chance, although, of course, if Omaha had won, which they did, it wouldn't have mattered the North Texas score. Union Omaha would have had the most points, but North Texas had to fight for every inch in that game. Ended up winning with a last-second goal. But in the end, Union Omaha's last-second goal was the one that mattered most. Played forward down that far side. The target initially was Liati. Couldn't quite find it, but it is a Tormenta throw. Already here, Ian Cameron looking for an opportunity here. They created one again. Luca Mayer on the end of it ends up hitting it straight at Rashid Nuhu. Can Omaha counter here? Offside flag is up on the far side, as it looked like Firmino, I should say Conway, was away just for a split second there, but he's offside. That's what could happen in this game. Could be glimpses of end-to-end play today. Another look at the last sequence. Luca Mayer, dangerous on his left boot, but Nuhu had it well covered at his near post. Touch there for Marco Micheletto. Created the most chances for Tormenta a season ago, and Coach Ian Cameron told us about him that everyone wants him to be a 10, everyone wants him to be central, but Coach Ian Cameron loves him going down and bombing down a wing and creating something from there, whether it's a goal-scoring opportunity for himself or for somebody else, as Curtis Thorne getting in on the action early on defensively for Tormenta. Of course, Tormenta was always going to have trouble scoring goals. Neil Vignals, of course, moving on in his League One career. Led the team in goals a season ago. Scored a worldie of a free kick at North Texas on the final day of the regular season in 2020. So it was always going to be an issue for Tormenta to address. Of course, the versatility of Josh Phelps has always been talked about, and him moving from defensive duties to up front. Saw a look there at one of the brand new Union Omaha signings, and Nick Firmino, the Brazilian, who gets a start on opening night. Liadi couldn't quite control it. Already Sosa clears initially. Flipped on header by Conway. Firmino couldn't quite beat the goalkeeper to it as Hara has it covered. And it's out for an Omaha throw. These teams met twice a season ago. 2-2 draw in Statesboro between these two, and then a 3-0 victory at home for Union Omaha in the second meeting. Well played at the back, that time softly done by Ilal Osumanu defensively. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official soccer ball supplier of USL Championship, USL League One, and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportsamerica.com. Hara controls. Not the best distribution there. It's easily picked off that time. Connor Doyle has his head up, looking for options. Couldn't find his initial target. Firmino picks it back up. Was it out of bounds? Is it a free kick? It looks like it's going to be a Tormenta throw. There's Jay Mims. I think the only person that could be more famous around these parts in athletics that's coached at Creighton, or at least played at Creighton, is either Doug or Greg McDermott. Not many others have as big of a connection to this area as Jay Mims does. Talked with him earlier this week, and every time you talk about a player, anytime you talk about a signing, someone's got a connection with him or one of his other players. Good ball into the middle here for Conway, who couldn't quite control it. And Tormenta let off the hook. Freddy Sosa controls. Not well, though. Phelps initially had it. Firmino helping out. Firmino helping out again. Hurst, lovely touch. Goes for the spectacular, but it's well covered by Hara. That's what Greg Hurst can do. Not afraid at all. From, boy, nearly 28 yards out. Had a look at it. Confidence flowing early for the new signing. Omaha lose control of it over there. It's a Tormenta throw. That's what Union Omaha can do, and Jay Mims told us earlier this week the defense is going to lead to the offense that's so many have had tough times dealing with here in Papillion. They can defend like they expect to defend. The chances will come, the counterattacks will come, and hopefully the goals will come. If you're a Union Omaha supporter. Micheletto, that's wonderfully played. Meyer, oh, it took a deflection. Knew who didn't know much about it, but it's going to end up being an Omaha throw on the far side. A bit fortunate it didn't bounce to a Tormenta boot. Another look at it here. That's what Micheletto can do. He can thread the needle. Meyer, well, maybe just took a bad bounce. Not sure that took a deflection. And knew who did get a piece to that. Meyer's had two really good opportunities, one shooting and one nearly facilitating for Tormenta. That's what they can do, Tormenta. They can really play through teams when they get the opportunities. Ton of quality on the ball in this side. Ball played ahead. Hurst made a good run. Not sure if he was onside, but it's a moot point as Hara got the ball back. Didn't do tremendously well with it. It's actually going to be an Omaha throw from the pressure. So Boyce initially was going to throw it back in and then leaves it. Again, we mentioned it, Omaha. Top 3 in the league and fewest conceded goals this season to go with just 15. That defense is a trademark for sure. And they've got the great swag and great kits to match that confidence in attack and defense as well. And now they'll have a set piece opportunity, a corner on the far side. Tommy Villadair will take it. Villadair's actually a product of Barcelona's La Masia Youth Academy system, which actually also produced, I think you've heard of him, Lionel Messi. An in-swinging shot here, nearly an opportunity in the middle is the header from JP Skiers, not quite on target. It was punched away well by Hara. A good ball in from Villadair. Another look at it here. It's been a fun first 9.5 minutes. Chances on either end. Not enough contact on it from Skiers to trouble Hara. Omaha back at it again here. Conway the target. Callahan had it covered. Here's Obinwa. Deflected by Conway. Great extra effort by the attacker. Liadi, not sure he knew where Phelps was, but did fantastically well to find him. And Phelps, with his big body, wins a free kick. Coach Ian Cameron said last year that they were going to start using Phelps up top, and that's where he's played the entire preseason for Tormenta. And that big body is going to cause a lot of problems all season if Phelps can stay there. That is one of the issues for Tormenta on top of the scoring, is the shortness of the roster that Ian Cameron's expecting to have at his disposal. That's going to be an Omaha goal kick. Coach Cameron told us, teams like Greenville and others in League One are probably going to have 23, 24 guys at their disposal. We're looking at about 18 or 19, he told us, for most of the season. And Cameron there on the left side of your screen. And then said to us, but that's what's great about having an elite academy. And he told us each of the assistant coaches has a job with either the academy or League Two, as far as also keeping tabs and dealing with them as well. So they're well adjusted to that, and they know that they will have guys to call upon. They've had 5 academy guys train with them for the entire preseason. They've been with them every step of the way, and you'll probably see some of them as the season goes on. Chance here for Omaha. Boyce left a little bit to be desired on the cross, and Hara scoops it up. Another thing to just briefly mention about the system Tormenta has at their disposal is this fact that everything's done the same. Every level within the academy, League One, League Two, anywhere that's associated with Tormenta, they're taught the same things with the same lingo, with the same strategy. It's taught in a similar manner as far as drills, sets, strategy. So anytime Ian Cameron says he sees one of the players that comes up or goes down from one of these areas throughout the club, they know what's going on. And the fact that that's already a thing he can say with his first full season in game number 2 shows you how much this team and this franchise has bought into Ian Cameron. Opportunity here for Omaha. Hurst on debut. Not quite able to get on the end of it. Last-ditch defending for Tormenta, and it's a corner. And this is just coming from a Nuhu clearance. Second ball, Noose there couldn't quite corral it. Hurst, was there contact there? Maybe not enough for a penalty. And the back covering there from Lars Eckenrode, crucial. Another corner kick. Villadair. Swung in well. Back post, 2 opportunities there to get a piece of it. No contact from a Union Omaha attacking player, but a great extra effort again there from Nick Firmino. It's going to be out, though, for a Tormenta throw. Firmino, along with Amir Heliocic and John Murphy, 3 brand new Union Omaha signings. And Coach G. Mims told us at a preseason call he was looking to bolster, and he had to make some tough decisions about the roster, who had obviously gotten to the League One final that wasn't played. So there was a lot of guys he wanted to keep, but had to make tough decisions. You have to keep trying to make the team better. That's what he did with the initial signings, obviously, of Hurst. But then obviously you look at what he's brought in since then. Connor Doyle as well, obviously. And Connor Doyle actually was helpful in getting Greg Hurst as well. So the connection there was crucial in bringing the top goal scorer over to Union Omaha. We've already seen early that the number 9 can be dangerous with just a little bit of space. Referee stopped it for a second to check on Firmino. Play continues. Boyce is able to keep it alive, but a foul is called in the process at the bottom of your screen. Ian Cameron's loving the defensive effort that time. There's Tormenta back line. A few claps from him.
Greg, you gotta get back. Back in, Greg. All the way, Greg.
Yeah, it was Eckenrode there helping out. Second time he's had to make a solid tackle. The first one was more important, the last-ditch effort with Hurst cutting through. That foul will go back against Tormenta, so Union Omaha can reset. Bilal Osubanu. And that back line out for Union Omaha have been tested a couple of times, specifically by Luca Meyer in these first 15 minutes. Over the top, Tormenta deal with the second ball this time. Lovely control by Ferretti Sosa. Osumanu. Extra pass near side, Villadale. Tormenta win it back. Meyer loses possession. Firmino. Now ball played forward in for Conway, who slides in. Might have taken a defection off of Noose, but he was back defensively and covered well against Evan Conway, one of the dangerous attacking players for Union Omaha. When the lineup first came out, seeing Conway and Hurst up top together, that's going to be a kind of a lineup that sends shockwaves potentially through this League One season. Here's Firmino. Knutson over to Boyce. Osumanu. Ferretti Sosa aiming into the penalty area, but not finding anybody in a black shirt. Goal kick, Tormenta.
Give it back to him.
Fans out in force, about 4,500 of them. That's the max at a Union Omaha game this season. Jay Mims said to us during the preseason, this is a brand now. Year one was a huge year for Union Omaha, really for two reasons. Number one, baseball not being able to be played. The Kansas City Royals affiliate play here at Warner Park. They did not play last year. So Union Omaha was really the only game in town for that stretch of play. And they benefited greatly from that. The fan base grew. They recognized the brand. They love the way the guys play. A lot of local products involved, obviously. Some that obviously have played for Coach Mims before in college. And right off the bat, this community supported this team. And it is shown again right off the bat in year two. Boyce. It's Ferretti Sosa overlapping. Oh, it's a lovely tackle on that far side. Tormenta win it back. The recovery run that time essential. It's actually Liati, the striker, coming back and helping out and tackling like a defender, winning the throw-in for his side. But Omaha come again, and this time it's a great tackle on the far side. O'Callahan doing the job fantastically well. Goal kick again. Look at the weather tonight. I guess for Nebraska, it's a balmy 59, clear 32% humidity, and luckily no rain either in the forecast. First with the pressure here. Ferretti Sosa. Boyce has had a good amount of touches on that far side so far. Firmino controlled it well. That's the first thing you notice. First 20 minutes almost now for Firmino. He's really comfortable on the ball, very composed under pressure. And against a Tormenta team, you've got to be able to do that, because they have the capability to make you pay for mistakes in the midfield. O'Callahan clears. Callahan again. Liati linked up well with Kobe Perez, the former Union Omaha player. And it's out for a goal kick as it breaks down. 16 in white, Kobe Perez, formerly of Union Omaha. J-Mim says, yeah, we know him well. There's a reason we had him here. He's a solid player. He gets a chance to face his old club tonight. We saw the brief connection there with Azad Liati, expected to have a big impact for Tormenta this season. Coach Cameron said of him that he's got everything you want to be a championship, USL championship player. Has great feet, really impressive going forward, great shot on him, has all the tools. Just says it's the confidence level. Has to be, in Coach Cameron's words, a killer. Has to be able in the final third to want to score every time he touches the ball near or within the penalty area, and he just doesn't quite have it yet. He says if he gets it, oh boy, he's going to be one to watch. Tormenta again, Boyce helping defensively, but Perez keeps it moving. And then he stumbled, and it's out of play. Union Omaha had 2 or 3 back there helping out. They win a throw. There's the look at the former Union Omaha player, Kobe Perez. They made a nice run initially, but Union Omaha helping out defensively with each other, able to collapse it. Here's Boyce again, finding Conway. Space on the far side for Conway. Did it take a deflection? It did not. It breaks down. Tormenta goal kick. That's a brief glimpse of what Evan Conway has at his disposal. Scored Union Omaha's last goal of the season, the one that took them to the final. Of course, we never got to see what would have happened if Greenville would have played Union Omaha. It's one that we will get to see in the regular season a couple of times. And then who knows, maybe down the road. As Conway's in here for Union Omaha, it's Evan Conway! That's fantastic! He scored the last goal of 2020 for Omaha, and he's got their first goal of 2021. Union Omaha are 1-0 up. Evan Conway with the left boot, under pressure. What a way to open up 2021's campaign after he closed it in style here at Werner Park a season ago. In the 22nd minute, he gives Union Omaha a 1-0 lead on opening night. And what a finish to boot. Wasn't sure he was going to go for it initially. The technical ability to curl it around Hara in net. And Union Omaha are off and running in League One in 2021. Well, second straight game that Tormenta have fallen behind. By the way, the goal they conceded to Fort Lauderdale on their opening night was in the 23rd minute, almost the exact same time that Evan Conway's goal went in. I believe it's going to be marked in the 22nd minute, but my goodness, right around the same stage of the game for Tormenta. And they're 1-0 down again. Luca Meyer goes down, and I should say Phelps, pardon me. Phelps wins the free kick. It's a dangerous set-piece opportunity here for Tormenta as Knutson concedes the free kick. Also being told by great producer Ryan Rose, first home League One goal this season. All the previous goals scored in the league this year have been on the road. Union Omaha scored the first home goal in the league this season. How about that? And what a goal it was. from Evan Conway. Now can Tormenta respond here? This is in a pretty dangerous position. It's basically a shortened version of a corner kick. And it's congested, to say the least, inside that 6-yard box. Ball whipped in, it took a deflection. It was Conway. Got a vital touch to that. Meyer controlling it well to keep it alive. Lofts it back into the penalty area, and a swing and a miss from Micheletto. And the flag was up anyway. Went for the spectacular. Micheletto, obviously offside, it wouldn't have mattered, but he could have taken a touch there. In the end, it's a moot point. And Luca Meyer, the 3 biggest chances have come through him for Tormenta in this opening 25-minute period. Omaha have the opening goal through Evan Conway. They had a couple of Hurst chances as well. Union Omaha. Meyer flings it forward. Ball was bounced in there. Liotti with a chance here. Liotti still, he goes down, nothing given. And Nuhu corrals it. Boy, Liotti nearly in behind there. He made a great run. It was a lovely ball over the top from Meyer again. And it's, well, close to a cardinal sin to let it bounce there defensively by Osumanu, and he almost paid the price. Union Omaha let off the hook. Despite going behind, Tormenta very much in this game, no question about that. Well, maybe a mistake at the back here, but just about dusted up there by Noose at the back. Phelps plays in Micheletto. Liotti went down off the ball, nothing given. Then Nuhu clears after Adair was able to deal with it. Ferretti Sosa. Skiers dispossessed. Meyer. Free kick for Tormenta. Well, Tormenta have responded well since the goal was conceded. It's been a very bright 4 or 5 minute stretch from them. Looks like our center referee, Mark Allison, is just having a word here with Connor Doyle. Hasn't gotten chippy, but we have seen a couple of borderline calls. Both coaches have had their say about it already, and the players as well. Noose. Tormenta looking for Micheletto. It's covered well. Meyer couldn't win it back. Omaha trying to play out of it. Firmino had to rush, and it's a Tormenta throw on the near side. See good stuff already from Nick Firmino in really the midfield areas, but also a little bit in attack as well. Ball back out of play. Quickly taken by Tormenta. Sergi Noose. Over to Obinwa, now controlled at the back by Ekenrode. O'Callahan. Looking for Meyer. Strong header away by Knudsen. And then clear. Foul goes against Omaha. Conway's goal separates the sides. Lovely left pegged strike in the 22nd minute. First goal of 2021 after scoring the final goal of 2020 for Union Omaha. Phelps, not a bad idea, trying with the outside of his right boot in behind. Well cleared by Omaha. Perez, oh, wonderfully controlled there by Kobe Perez. Liotti, what can he do from here? runs into traffic and wins a free kick just outside of the penalty area, and he's still down.
That's 4 fouls in 2 minutes. That should be yellow cards, fantasy now. If you keep on
Liati
targeting a player, it's a
helped
yellow.
to his feet,
4 times.
as it looks like Skiers is the one penalized. Another dangerous set-piece opportunity for Tormenta, as Assad Liati has definitely made his presence felt in this first half.
Nick, Lars, one of you need to be higher. One of you need to be higher. You set flat, it's too big a space. Hey. Torres!
I know you're taking some grief, but that one wasn't a foul.
Get in! Later, get in! Second!
I know you're taking some grief, but that wasn't.
No, you stay there. We're just higher. So
You can hear the competitiveness from both coaches arguing over, well, on the Jay Mims side of things, whether that was a foul at all, and Ian Cameron saying, well, how many times you got to get fouled before you brandish a yellow card? I think in the end, the middle ground prevails. Free kick, no booking, chance for Tormenta here. Perez is over this, he steps over. Shot comes firing in right at the wall. Second opportunity, did it hit a hand in the penalty area? South Georgia Tormenta are asking. Nuhu corralled the second effort off a deflection. Nothing given. Again, Tormenta create an opportunity but can't cash in. But again, more positives for Ian Cameron's side. They are definitely being more direct than they were before they conceded the goal. Here's Perez. Liati back initially to help keep possession, but he loses it. On the far side, Devin Boyce did well for Union Omaha. Opening game for Union Omaha here against South Georgia Tormenta, this 2021 season opener for them. Second game of the season for South Georgia Tormenta. Sean St. Jacques here with you on ESPN+. Evan Conway's goal, you see it there in the 22nd minute, separates the sides. And Omaha, since then, have been dealing with a flurry of Tormenta attacks. But now they have an opportunity with a set piece within range here. Have an opportunity to double their lead. Ashley Diadair, who's been over, if memory serves, every set piece that Omaha have had. We'll take this one. Three-man wall for Tormenta. Freddy Sosa leaves it. The strike comes in, and it's, in the end, well wide. The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud Project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forwardforever-proud.
Come on, Gray, come on, dig it out. Yeah, go ahead, Evan.
Noose had to play that all the way back to Hara. Does really well to distribute it. Surely that's, well, no, it's controlled apparently well. I'm saying that because there was a handball potentially in there. Luca Meyer, not sure if that was a pass or a shot. It didn't do either to what he was hoping. And in the end, it doesn't matter. Nuhu corrals it. If that had gone in, I think Jay Mims would have had a word with the official over the initial control of that long ball out wide.
Stay, Nicky, stay, JP, right, JP, up, Sosa, switch on.
Headed on really well towards Hirsch, but it's covered by Noose. Perez forward. And in the end, the defense for Union Omaha has it well covered.
Look up. Occupy middle. It's unlikely they'll go there. Occupy the middle.
Connor, higher, higher, higher. Evan, together. Devin, underneath, Devin.
Seconds over there.
Of course, for Union Omaha, we mentioned some of the Tormenta departures, but using Xavier Gomez, Tyler David, and then adding, again, not only Doyle and Hurst, but Blake Malone as well. And then obviously those newer signings, like Nick Firmino, who's got it now, flinging it towards the far side, headed out by O'Callahan. Ferretti Sosa does really well, the captain. Brought down, nothing given. Much to the chagrin of the Omaha fans. Tormenta still have possession. Obinwa. And Tormenta keep it within their own half. I think Ian Cameron was hoping they'd push it a little quicker. He was hoping they'd be more aggressive, specifically in situations where they turn over the opposition. Weren't able to take advantage that time. Nicoletto the target of this long ball. The Adair does really well. Shields it out for a goal kick. Just been told, Richmond and Greenville, you saw briefly at the top right hand of your screen, 0-0. There it is again. But the story is that Greenville are actually down to 10 men. 2 yellow cards for Cesar Murillo in the same half. So Greenville, who on points per game are the defending champions, are down to 10 men against Richmond. So an interesting story developing there. We've got a pretty good one on our hands here as well. Evan Conway's goal in the 22nd minute has Union Omaha on top on their opening night. Here's Villadair. Did well initially, wins a throw. Of course, Ian Cameron actually couldn't be on the sidelines for the opening night for South Georgia Tormenta. He got suspended after being sent off in the season finale against North Texas. His tempers flared at the end of that game. North Texas won in stoppage time with basically the last kick of the game. They thought they were possibly through to the championship game. They did not know that Omaha had already won at the death earlier in the game. Sorry, earlier in the day, I should say. And also, one of the North Texas assistant coaches was tossed from that game as well. So fireworks all over the place on the final day of the 2020 USL League One regular season. Ian Cameron did mention to us the communication was great. All the assistant coaches, the players, the staff did a fantastic job adjusting to him not being on the sidelines. He had a bird's eye view, of course. He was still able to watch the game live, just not able to help on the sidelines per se.
Do you have any ball shaggers on this side? Okay.
But said despite that, he just doesn't want to have to do that again. He missed it, missed being on the sideline, and obviously didn't want to hurt his team in any way moving forward in those kind of situations. Can Tormenta get something from this? Meyer was a decent header. Got it on target, but in the end, not troubling Rashid Nuhu. And to be fair, again, Tormenta have had a lot of good spurts in this first half, but they have all had one thing in common. Luca Meyer has been a big part of all of it. Had an early shooting opportunity inside of 7 minutes, and then has created 2 or 3 other really good opportunities that have not been cashed in for South Georgia Tormenta. Firmino. Conway brought down, nothing given. Play continues. Villadair on the near side. Pressured well by Thorne. Handles it well. Firmino. Osumanu. Ferretti Sosa. And Liati again, the attacker for South Georgia Tormenta, breaking down a Union Omaha attack. Very impressive from the striker. O'Callahan. Perez. Pressure from Uckermeyer, and Nuhu deals with it. Tormenta out shooting Omaha so far. But the one that matters, Evan Conway's lefty curler. Skiers. Ferretti Sosa keeps it in. And again, O'Callahan does well, shutting it down initially. Osumanu hoofs it forward. Hurst couldn't quite control it, and Hara has it for Tormenta. Thorne. Hara will start again. The first of 18 nationally televised regular season games airs Friday, April 30th on ESPN2 for the USL. Watch as a budding rivalry writes a new chapter at one of the USL Championship's newest venues when Phoenix Rising FC welcomes San Diego Loyal SC at 10 p.m. Eastern. It's Phoenix and San Diego on ESPN2, April 30th, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That should be a good one. Landon Donovan's San Diego Loyal should be very exciting in year two against, obviously, the defending Western Conference champions in Phoenix Rising. Union Omaha trying to rise here. Here's Hurst looking for help. Does well just to keep that alive. Skiers takes a shot on here, took a deflection. I think Firmino tried to shift that towards the net, didn't get enough behind it. And in the end, Pablo Hara had it well covered. Let's take a look at the replay. It's Hurst really doing well to keep that alive. Skiers just kind of threw a foot on it to see if anybody could get a touch, and then Firmino didn't get enough behind it inside the penalty area. The referee has halted play here. And it might be because there is blood on the shirt of a Tormenta player. And that's exactly why it's been halted. So Kobe Perez will be attended to on the near side. Ian Cameron's side, since going down, have been really positive. They've been creating some chances. They've been doing things that they did well against Fort Lauderdale, but yet again, not had the clinical touch as of yet. And honestly, just looking at the first 42 minutes and 30 seconds or so as a whole, it's been a lot of fun. Really good game so far. Jay Mims has got to be happy he's cider ahead, but Tormenta giving him a lot to think about as we're close to halftime here. And as you can imagine, both coaches, a ton of respect for each other. Both call each other friends. To us in the lead up to this game, have a lot of respect for what each other has done. Not only this season, but Jay Mims mentioned the last 6 games that Ian Cameron had in 2020 really started to develop what this Tormenta team can turn into. Tormenta won 3 games out of the 6, lost the other 3, but were much more competitive overall during that 6-game stretch to finish the season. They've shown that at the start of this season, despite falling behind in this game and losing the first game, as Firmino was brought down. Ton of appeals, nothing given as far as a free kick is concerned. And Knutson will restart through Nuhu. Skiers. Villader has space. Really good with his left foot, I should say. Hurst stays onside. Opportunity here again. Shot comes in. Hara saves as Conway tried again with that left boot, which he scored with earlier, 22 minutes ago. But Pablo Hara was much much more up to the task. Here is the last sequence. Conway very close to where he actually scored from. Tried again. But this time Hara, as we saw earlier, it takes a lot to beat Pablo Hara. And Evan Conway was able to do it once, not the second time. Here comes Omaha again, Hurst. Centering pass, looking for Conway, and it's great defending by Tormenta yet again. O'Callaghan was there initially, but it's not quite dealt with yet. Boyce out wide. But O'Callaghan is there again. And it's a handball given against Union Omaha. Boy, 2 big stops there again. A good first half overall for that man, Nick O'Callaghan. They said not only was there a handball, he had his shirt pulled. But either way, the pressure will be relieved on that back line for South Georgia Tormenta. We're being told there's 1 minute of added time at the end of this first half, and we're about 15 seconds into it. Flow back towards the penalty area, dealt with by the Union Omaha back line. Thorne controls for Tormenta. Will we see any last action here? Any last chances in the last 30 seconds of this first half? Nicoletto with a rare miscue there. But Greg Hurst well offside, as it was a good idea, but he wasn't in position to make an impact. Freddie Sosa deals with the first ball. Callahan did well to find Perez. Liatti, this could be the last attack of the half. Nicoletto onto his left boot, takes it on, and it wasn't too far away. But Marco Micheletto's strike over the bar is the last action of a very entertaining first half in Papillion, Nebraska. Well, the first 22 minutes or so were mostly Union Omaha's, including the goal from Evan Conway, but the response was great from South Georgia Tormenta. They haven't responded on the score sheet, but they're very much in this game. At the half in Nebraska, it's Union Omaha 1, South Georgia Tormenta 0.
At Nebraska Medicine, we're serious about safety. Every extraordinary measure we take is for you and you, so you can get the expert care you need today at every one of our locations. Together, we're elevating our world-leading safety protocols, implementing new social distancing guidelines, and offering care anywhere with telehealth, all so you can continue being your extraordinary you.
Halftime here at Warner Park between Union Omaha and South Georgia Tormenta. Sean St. Jacques back here with you on ESPN+. Well, we mentioned it at the top, but that wild finish to the 2020 regular season in USL League One is definitely worth another look. Here's how it went down on the final day in order of sequence.
And now we are off and rolling with the service down the field. Richmond simple here today. 3 points after 90 minutes, and they will head to League One final. There's Doyle. Hurst on the run. Hurst still there. Fitzgerald off his line. Played in. It's in. Greg Hurst finds another. And it's Chattanooga on top here in the second half.
Underway on a chilly night at Warner Park. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN+. So much at stake. At the end of the night, we'll know who will join Greenville in the USL League One final.
Bulldog. Cross in over everyone, headed, it's in! Anderson finds the equalizer! 1-1 here at City Stadium. Put in, Hernandez! What a strike! And it's Chattanooga that comes on the road and wins a huge result to end out their season. They play spoiler, they embrace it.
Sean St. Jacques here with you, and we're underway from Globe Life Park. North Texas, the defending champions, against South Georgia Tormenta. North Texas still with a shot to defend their crown. But it's Vinyals who steps up and takes it and scores it! Oh, it's fantastic! Neil Vinyals opens the scoring for Tormenta, and North Texas are in a heap of trouble now. Stop Vinyals. Oh, it's wonderful here for North Texas. They're back in it! They've cut them open, and the equalizer is there from Nicky Hernandez. And the champions will not go down without a fight in Arlington.
An extra 60 seconds for the Owls to find that goal. N4 goes down. Somehow gets it out to Boyce. Chipped in, center of the box, ball loose, body goes flying. Conway takes it down the volley. Conway! He got the goal! Perfect volley, 1-0 Owls. 3 minutes away from making it to the final. Final whistle, Union Omaha on their way to the League One final in their inaugural season with a 1-0 win over Fort Lauderdale CF.
On October 30th. One last chance for fireworks here, and it's into the back of the net for North Texas. Well, he's missed chances tonight, but Edwin Mojoma gives the champions the win on the final night of their reign in USL League One. And after all that, this is how the final standings looked at the end of the USL League One 2020 season. The biggest movement ended up being Union Omaha, pipping the defending champions North Texas to getting to the championship game. Hopefully 2021 brings us as much insanity as 2020 did as far as USL League One play is concerned. Earlier this evening, Union Omaha revealed their new team motto, "One means all." The number 1 jersey will be retired and dedicated to the community and will live in the club's locker room as a reminder of what community and togetherness is truly all about. Take a look at the video played earlier tonight inside of Warner Park.
1 year ago, professional soccer arrived in Omaha, and you welcomed it with scarves held high. Together, we broke ground on new traditions to last lifetimes. We celebrated, and in the midst of uncertainty, we came together safely to witness a historic inaugural season. As our club found its feet, we united against injustices and raised our voices with those of us who were hurting. We all did it. One city, one team. All of us, more united than ever. The number 1 at Union Omaha is now Omaha's number. It belongs to you. This is your club. Union Omaha is for everyone. One in soccer, one in diversity, one in inclusivity, one in community, one in Omaha. All of us. One means all.
Great save from Lubin.
Top of the box. Chance for Martin. He scored.
San Diego takes the lead.
Sean St. Jacques back here with you at the half between Union Omaha and South Georgia Tormenta. Let's take a look at the League One news and notes. It really has been glass half full in a good way. Obviously, after this weekend, half of the 12 USL League One teams will have played a home match. Richmond's defender Juan Pablo Monticelli scored a goal in Richmond's 3-0 win at New England. He's been fantastic so far and is the League One Player of the Week, and everyone is licking their chops for Greenville Omaha. The game we didn't get to have a season ago will be on ESPN2 coming up in mid-May. Let's take a look at the season format for 2021. 28-match format returns this season. 12 teams will be back in action in 2021. Regular season ends on October 30th. All teams will play home and away against each other, adding an additional home and away with 3 additional teams as well. And I think everyone's excited for 6 teams making the playoffs, with the top 2 getting a bye. Here's the League One scoreboard so far. So far, home teams not off to the best of starts. All of them have been shut out so far, except for Union Omaha. We're now on the board in our game tonight, and hopefully, if you're a Union Omaha fan, the home streak can get on track after it's been off to a tough start. And here's what's upcoming on the upcoming schedule. Greenville, North Texas, Fort Lauderdale, Richmond, and Tormenta all in action, along with Union Omaha on May 7th against Fort Lauderdale as well. And the remaining home openers, a lot of good matchups highlighted by Greenville taking on North Texas on May 1st. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, highlights and stats from the first half of a good one between Union Omaha and South Georgia Tormenta. Let's take a look at the highlights from this great first half between Union Omaha and South Georgia Tormenta. Union Omaha got off to a really good start as Evan Conway got in behind on a lovely ball over the top and a fantastic finish. 22nd minute goal for him. He scored the final goal of 2020 for Omaha. He scored their first goal of 2021 and in some style as well. That's the difference between the sides at the break. Second half right about to begin here in Papillion, Nebraska. Again, Union Omaha are in their home blacks. South Georgia Tormenta are in their road whites, trying to get back into this game. Tormenta played well in the first half, despite conceding the Evan Conway strike, but have not been able to find their first goal of 2021. Again, Sean St. Jacques, our entire crew here with you. Excited to open up this League One season at home for Union Omaha and get that second game in for South Georgia Tormenta as well, looking to get into the win column after dropping their opening night win, their opening night game against Fort Lauderdale, who got an opening night win on the road. Luca Meyer, who's big in the first half, creating chances for Tormenta, but Villader, cool, calm, and collected at the back for Union Omaha. And Josh Phelps throwing his weight around, commits an offense, and it's a free kick for Union Omaha. Haven't seen a ton yet from Josh Phelps. Hasn't really been targeted a ton in this game so far. That might change in the second half. It's really been Luca Meyer for Tormenta who's taken the initiative. And for Union Omaha, it's been Hurst who's had opportunities. Conway with the fantastic opening goal. He commits a foul this time, though, to alleviate the pressure on Tormenta. And the new signing, Nick Firmino, who's had some bright spots in the first half as well. As Noose and Conway show some mutual respect after getting tangled up inside of the Tormenta penalty area. All headed on. Nicoletto was the target. Cleaned up by Villader. Firmino had it, but it's a foul against Tormenta. Conway went down. Free kick for the home side. Tormenta in two previous meetings have not beaten Union Omaha. And they're behind again at Warner Park, where Union Omaha were almost impossible to beat a season ago. And in year two, so far the script is unchanged. But Tormenta have had opportunities again, just like on opening night. Greg Hurst in behind here. It's his first night in an Omaha shirt. He couldn't quite corral it, or I should say couldn't quite find a teammate in the penalty area, but Hurst does really well again, trying to set something up over the top. And it's an Omaha throw in a dangerous area. Here's Osumanu. Ferretti Sosa. Had the right idea. Pass was not executed well. He won it back initially. Ball still in play here. Evan Conway gets to it first. I believe he's won a free kick, and it's a booking as well. Eckenrode with the challenge. Referee quick to come in as tempers boil over a little bit between Boyce and Eckenrode. But they're separated quickly, and I think the referee, Mark Allison, did well to make sure he assessed that as quickly as he possibly could. Another look at it here. Conway, I think, just gets there first. Eckenrode's pleading with the ball. I should say pleading with the ref that he got the ball, pardon me. And then Boyce had a little afters there. After the dust settled, it's a free kick and a yellow card. First card brandished tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card has been issued to South Georgia Tormenta.
So what can Union Omaha do from this? Villader's created some opportunities from set pieces tonight. Viader takes a look at it, assesses, curls it in, far post, headed centrally. The header is flicked on and off target in the end. It was Dalton Knutson who got his head to it but couldn't put it on target. Another look, felt like a training ground exercise. Go far, head it centrally, got a little bit of a deflection, I think. But in the end, Knutson's header was not on target. Osumano, not the best touch there. And has to be very quick to clear his lines. It's a Tormenta throw as Azad Liadi was lurking. Last year, Union Omaha at home, 8 wins, 5 draws, only 3 defeats. And they actually were unbeaten in their last 5 overall to finish the regular season, including that miraculous late winner by Evan Conway on the final night of the regular season. So this park has been very kind to them overall and of late in particular. Osumanu. Boyce. Freddie Sosa was knocked down, still able to keep it with Union Omaha. Great hold-up play on this near side, and a free kick is won. It's fantastically done by the midfielder, J.P. Skiers. Callahan concedes the free kick. And Ian Cameron, that's what's great about having these field mics, making sure that Union Omaha take it from where they had the award of the free kick. So one of the cool things about not having as many fans, again, obviously we miss the fans, I should say full capacity of the fans in this case dearly, but one of the things it does provide is we do get to hear the thoughts of the coaches a little bit more. Obviously excuse any profanity that you do hear if we do pick it up, but it's great to see the competitiveness live in person with all the coaches around not only USL League One, but obviously the championship as well. Foul there. And a yellow card. And it looks like it is going to be given to Devin Boyce for his challenge just on the Omaha side of midfield. Well, Tormenta were pleading earlier that he had been picking up a lot of hard challenges, and Phelps, he's a tough man to bring down. He's a big fella. But Boyce managed to do it, and he's picked up a yellow card for his troubles. That's probably been the underlining theme of this game. It has been a little chippy, not too bad really, but it's been there in spurts, and it could boil over. We'll have to see. I mean, these two teams, can't say they're not ready for this League One season, that's for sure. They've come out ready to go. Tormenta showed that on opening night against Fort Lauderdale. They've shown it again tonight in Union Omaha. Have the lead, and they've also had plenty of opportunities to add to it as well. And both teams have the passion and energy needed to start off what should be a really fun 2021 season in USL League One. Skiers again almost got to that first. Thorne and Hara combined to clear. Phelps headed it to nobody in particular, at least not wearing a Tormenta shirt. But it's given back. Luca Meyer to Phelps. Phelps goes down, free kick given. Union Omaha fans and players disagree, and again, tempers flaring a little bit off the ball. This is again dangerous. We take another look at the foul. Oh, and Phelps actually might have been already on the way down. But Skiers definitely had contact on his leg. Regardless, it's a free kick opportunity. Sergi Noose is over this, as is Kobe Perez, who due to his blood-riddled shirt, I believe, has changed to a different jersey for the second half. Former Union Omaha player. Could be set up for him here. We'll have to see. Perez tries it, but skies it over the top. He was 16 in the first half, but some blood stain make him a 31, at least in person, for the second half. And he was not quite near the target that time, and I think you could see the expression on his face. He thought he could do better with that. Great control initially by Conway. Couldn't quite finish the move. And the Tormenta backline combines to clear it. Josh Phelps using all of his body to shield it, and he wins another free kick. And a yellow card has been brandished. To whom? I'm not sure. Might be to Phelps, actually.
Why every time there's a foul does their back line all run up there? Slows the game down.
So Phelps possibly for dissent there, because he won the free kick.
We can never play quickly if we want because they're all crowded.
Well, he's also got his arm in a nasty position there towards the end, and that actually is probably what bought him that yellow card more than anything else. I think the dissent might have been after the card was brandished. Great look by our camera crew there at the latter stages of that.
Don't worry about two. Worry about him. Don't worry about him. Sosa, that's you. Elo, that's you. Elo. Sosa wide. And drop. And drop. Yeah.
Tormenta can clear. Flicked on here a second time. Player goes down. It's going to go the other way. Phelps went down. Liati before him. But instead the foul goes Union Omaha's way. It was dangerous again from Tormenta. But they couldn't get a shot away. Another look. Much like the goal that Conway scored, it came off of a goalkeeper clearance. Nuhu, again, very quick off his line to corral it. But the penalty appeals waved away by our center official, Mark Allerton. Hurst trying to spin in to a dangerous area. It fell for a chance, and very ambitious, to say the least, out for a goal kick. On the road, can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, and Rodney Marsh. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week alongside with action from MLS, the Premier League, and the UEFA Champions League. SiriusXM FC, channel 157 on your SiriusXM radio and the SiriusXM app. Free kick here for Tormenta. O'Callahan out wide for Meyer. Did well to find a teammate centrally, Perez. Meyer again. Perez again. Can he cross it? Yes, he can. Liati shepherding it on. Thorne with a chance. It's blocked away. Tormenta still have it. Noose gives it away, though. Can Omaha counter? They have some numbers up forward, and Conway needed a better ball there, but he appreciates the sentiment. Conway couldn't stop Liati, and then Liati's brought down by two Union Omaha defenders. Free kick again for Tormenta. They keep knocking at the door, whether it's through set pieces or chances through open play. So far the theme has been the same for Ian Cameron's side. No final product as of yet. Meyer again. Good service, was looking for Phelps. Micheletto recovers. Micheletto into the penalty area looking for Phelps. Osumano did well initially, didn't quite clear it well. Perez goes down, nothing given. Boyce's challenge stands up. Conway now in transition. Lovely switch of the fields. Far side, Firmino keeps it in, and the challenge coming in, and it's going to go the other way. I think, Micheletto actually thought it was going to go against him initially. He had his hands on his head, but it's going to go Tormenta's way as Nick Firmino is still down on the far side.
What are you asking us for? You got the papers there for a reason. All right.
And Firmino might have to be looked at here. Referee said it deemed it a clean challenge by Marco Micheletto, leading to a throw-in for Tormenta. Firmino disagrees. Looks like a Tormenta change here. Trian Billhart will come on. Luca Meyer is going to come off. He's been arguably Tormenta's best player today. And we will also see a guy that Ian Cameron's been hoping to get out there as soon as possible, Ricardo Gomez, who will come on. And in his place will be Kobe Perez, the former Union Omaha product. Ricardo Gomez is a player that Coach Ian Cameron said when he gets back in there, and he's been dealing with a hamstring problem, but when he gets back in there, Tormenta are whole as what they expect to be this season, and he can do so much with the ball at his feet. And Ian Cameron, we were talking on the phone with him, but I think you can almost hear the smile come onto his face, if that's possible, when talking about him, because he knows that when he's in there, he has the potential to really be a game changer. So we'll see if he can bring that right off the jump in his first appearance for Tormenta this season. He did not feature in the loss to Fort Lauderdale. Meanwhile, Omaha have it through Boyce. Boyce made a mistake, but trying to make something out of it here. Conway's central header dealt with by Noose. And the first touch from Billhart is to control it for Tormenta at the back. And a foul, I think, going to go against Josh Phelps. And a sarcastic cheer from the Union Omaha faithful. They'll get a set-piece opportunity.
He was 16.
The Adair. Trying to provide some service in the penalty area for Union Omaha. It's a good ball in. Goalkeeper had to come for it, and Hara bobbled it a little bit at the end, but secures it. .63 minutes gone here. Sean St. Jacques with you here at Warner Park in Papillion, Nebraska, 20 minutes outside of Omaha. Union Omaha on opening night of their second USL League One season, lead by 1-0. That's the man who scored the winner in the regular season finale a year ago, Evan Conway, with a lovely left-footed curl in the 22nd minute. Since then, Tormenta have had the majority of the opportunities, but have not replied on the score sheet. Can they reply here? Referee said he has to blow his whistle before play is able to resume from this free kick. Into the box it goes. Central header by Thorne, dealt with by Omaha centrally in the penalty area. It's hoofed upfield. Micheletto pleading with the referee. It's a Tormenta throw, unsuccessfully it looks like. And a Union Omaha throw. So Union Omaha will make a couple of changes. John Murphy in for Devin Boyce, who's on a yellow card. And also, Amir Alihadzic will come on. That is his first appearance. The new signing for Union Omaha will also enter the field of play. So one new signing comes in for another, as Nick Firmino is actually the one who makes way. Viader for Omaha. It's one back by South Georgia Tormenta. We asked Ian Cameron directly about, obviously it's early in the season, so it's hard to just say that this is a team that struggles scoring goals, because at the end of last season they didn't. They were able to score quite a bit. And Ian Cameron said, listen, obviously it's early, so we're not too worried about it, but it also is about continuing to provide the guys with an environment where they can be successful, provide the guys with good mindsets, keep their confidence up. Confidence is a big level and big part of being a goal scorer in any league. And he said, listen, we're going to continue to provide that, and then it's on the guys. They have to have that killer instinct in front of goal, because we will create opportunities. He said that to us as well, Coach Cameron, that they're going to be able to do that with the kind of creativity and talent in the midfield specifically, and with the guys up front. It's just about having that killer mindset and killer instinct, as Cameron told us, to put those chances away. And, well, if you're a Union Omaha fan or a Chattanooga fan, you know that Greg Hurst has that killer instinct. We've seen some opportunities for him in this game tonight. Nothing too definitive yet, but there's still plenty of time. Set piece opportunity for Omaha. Big header there, but it falls initially for a chance. Alihadzic on his debut, not able to corral it. Already Sosa back into the penalty area. Falls for a chance, and it was blocked away. Conway nearly trying for a second. Viader back into a dangerous area. And Eckenrode with a crucial touch, and it's cleared out of the penalty area. That's some of the best play we've seen moving forward from Omaha in about 15 minutes. And there is a Union Omaha player struggling on the far side. I believe it's Connor Doyle. We'll try to continue. And Union Omaha will win a free kick just after they threw it back in. Tempers flaring a little bit again as Conway is being confronted by the substitute Ricardo Perez. Referee has a yellow card brandished here. And Nuhu, all the way from his spot in goal, comes to confront Ricardo Perez. And the referee is just standing by here, seeing everybody who's involved and assessing the situation. Boy, this is the 4th or 5th time after a foul has been committed that we've had multiple guys go at each other afterwards. And it looks like Azad Liadi is going to be booked for his part in that, I guess. So both attackers for Tormenta have been booked. And the referee, I think, went all the way to Rashid Nuhu, who's in goal, and gave him a yellow card for his involvement. I guess he figured Nuhu ran all the way to me to get involved. I'm going to go run to him and make sure he knows he's been booked. So a couple of yellows, one for each side, as tempers have begun to rise again here. We've still got about 21 minutes or so left. A lot can happen in this game, and both teams showing the emotions. There's the confirmation of the Nuhu booking. In it goes. Sears not able to get really anywhere near it. But it is an Omaha throw. Sears got maybe a touch to it, but it's last off a Tormenta head. Well, if you want fire, you want emotion, you want passion, we've had it in bucket loads tonight. Just the one goal. Evan Conway's 22nd minute strike separates the sides. Boy, you gotta love the fans in Omaha, living and dying by every announcement that's made for a booking. cheering like it's a goal when it's the other team and booing when it's for their team, as far as the bookings are concerned. What J. Mims said, it's a fan base that hasn't taken too long to grow, but it already feels like they're a big part of where Union Omaha is going in League One and moving forward. About 4,500 of them here for the home opener. There's Murphy. Initially, he's the third of those three brand new Union Omaha signings. It's a foul on Hurst, who got there first, I think. Free kick, yes, for Union Omaha, confirmed by the referee. Hurst is still down. Murphy stands over it. Hurst is back on his feet. And I think to say this game has been physical would be a bit of an understatement. So Villadere will assess his options from this set piece. Only a two-man wall here for Tormenta, which could provide Villadere, if he wants, for an opportunity to maybe aim for that near post, but there's plenty of runners incoming here for Union Omaha, some of them just off your screen to the left. Conway getting ready. Already a goal to his name tonight. Villadere crosses it in the end. Shot is blocked and smothered. Liotti tried to break out for Tormenta. Union Omaha does keep possession. Conway. And again, Conway's cross is well over the top and out for a goal kick. Oh. Thorne battling for it. Gomez. His first real involvement for Tormenta. Him again. Eckenrode. This is O'Callahan. Tried to mag Murphy. Unsuccessful. Tormenta win it back though. Last off Murphy. Good tackle by O'Callahan to recover after he lost it initially. Here's Abinwa. Layers it over the top. And Nuhu showing he can control with his feet as well as his hands. Since that Luca Meyer point-blank shot, it wasn't quite point-blank, but it was inside the 6-yard box in the first half. Again, Tormenta have had opportunities, no question about that. They've created chances, but Luca Meyer's been behind most of it. He's been substituted now, and none of them have been as clear-cut as that 7th-minute opportunity for Tormenta. Thorne does really well against two Union Omaha defenders. Wins a free kick. Union Omaha, J. Mims mentioned it to us in the lead-up. So if our defense does what it's supposed to do, we're going to score. And if we play the way we want to play, which is let our defense dictate what we do in attack, they're going to be tough to beat. They've been tough to break down at times tonight, that's for sure. But Liotti's trying to change that here for Tormenta. Liotti, who he did everything well until that final touch, trying to cut it onto his right. And he lost out initially. Here's Micheletto back with it for Tormenta for a moment. Now Conway for Omaha goes down. And then he's hit with the ball, adding insult to injury. Nothing given. Tormenta have it back. I think he was unlucky on the ball part. I don't think he was a target of that pass. Just happened to be in the way. Phelps with good hold-up play for Tormenta. Micheletto harried. Tormenta a little lackadaisical for a moment there on the ball, but they keep possession through Noose. Gomez. O'Callahan. Can Tormenta get something from this? Micheletto. It's a really good ball in, but nobody at the back post for Tormenta. Not dealt with, though. Obinwa. Obinwa again. Floats in a really good ball. Liati was blocked. Second chance. Penalty appeal not given. Phelps' shot is deflected out. And it's a corner for Tormenta on a wild sequence that leaves two players on the grass. It's a lovely ball in on the replay here, and it's actually blocked by the captain, Ferretti Sosa, initially, and then it's Gears the second time. Two huge blocks in the penalty area for Union Omaha. And there is still, at least for a moment, a player down. It was Osumanu initially. He's holding his wrist, it appears. Just hope he's okay. He's been battling quite a bit at the back, as you'd expect. Looks like they'll take a look at him off the field. So Union Omaha might be down a man here for this set piece opportunity from a corner. Bill Hart will take it. A lot of bodies to aim at for Tormenta. In from Bill Hart. Good header away by Skeers, I think it was, at the near post. Thorne keeps possession with South Georgia Tormenta. Bill Hart back in. Not quite flicked into a good area by Phelps. And cleared forward by Omaha. Gomez under pressure. Micheletto controls. And just under 15 minutes to go. Sean St. Jacques here with you. Evan Conway's goal in the 22nd minute here at Werner Park on opening night for Union Omaha separates the sides. Since then, Union Omaha have had some chances, but it's really been Tormenta who've been knocking on the door. Nothing clear cut for them since about the 7th minute. Murphy forward. Hurst is well offside at the end. And the whistle blows, stopping the start here for Tormenta. It's going to be a change as Craig McCall will enter. And Obinwa makes way here. It's the third change for Ian Cameron's Tormenta.
He's replaced by number 14, Craig McCall.
Micheletto. And again, Micheletto's a big chance creator for South Georgia Tormenta. So see there, the 10 men of Greenville Triumph have gone on to win. It's actually, I'm being told, a Richmond kicker's own goal. Wow. That separates it. Luke Pavone in the 74th. Goodness. Tough way to fall on in a home opener. And the Evan Conway goal stands as the lone League One home goal. And the lone League One team at home that has a chance to win on opening night as it stands. How about that? Can Omaha add to it here? Conway, he scored once. Oh, he couldn't find Hurst. It would have been an open net, but Pablo Jara with a potentially huge save to keep South Georgia Tormenta in with a chance. Well, he's a big time player, Pablo Jara. Ian Cameron said, listen, you know, we brought in Carlos Aviles for a reason. He's a really good goalkeeper, as good as Pablo Jara, he said, but it's really just for competition amongst the squad. Everyone can't feel like their job is safe. Well, Pablo Jara is showing you why he's got the start tonight. That was a fantastic save. Now Tormenta looking to make something happen at the other one, but the captain, Ferretti Sosa, stops them in their tracks with a fantastic sliding challenge. And then Eckenrode is fouled by Hurst. Tormenta restart. Gomez. Feels like with Gomez in there, Tormenta seem much better in possession. Nicoletto will try one, takes a deflection, and it's not quite able to fall into the path of Liati. And knew who's there. Take a look at the last sequence for Union Omaha. It's a lovely ball in behind by Doyle. Conway had Hurst if he had been quicker, but Pablo Jara was able to beat him to the spot. McCall's first touch finds Gomez. Gomez again, gives it back, and a foul, I think, away from the ball, and another yellow card, this time for the substitute, Adrian Billhart.
Number 8.
And the man on his debut, Ali Hodzic, is down. Nine minutes to go, and we'll probably have a bit of a chunk of stoppage time added on. We'll see how much that ends up being, but there's the confirmation of the Billhart booking. That's the fourth Tormenta player to have his name taken, and there's been 2 taken for Union Omaha. Ball hoofed forward. Strong defensive play there by Noose. Union Omaha trying to make that Evan Conway opener stand up on opening night. Or potentially add to it. Conway dispossessed. Then wins it back in a dangerous area. Conway tried to cross it. Noose stopped it in its tracks. Villader recovers. Oh, it's lovely defending. And Tormenta win it back. What can they do with it here? Billhart lost it initially. Won back by McCall, who did the great defensive work. Now it's Conway. Hurst. Shot flies in and flies over. Own the moment in 2021 with the latest in Clear personal audio products. The USL and Clear Audio have partnered to offer fans a chance to win headphones designed to get you ready for the match. Visit USLLeague1.com/sweepstakes and enter code ClearWatch21 on April 30th. And the shot goes in! It's worth interrupting because Omaha are 2-0 up. And on debut, Greg Hurst does what he does best, and that's score goals. And he may have just sealed all 3 points for Union Omaha on opening night. Wonderful individual effort, fantastic goal. That's why they brought him here. Greg Hurst doubles the delight for Union Omaha, and that smile likely means 3 points on opening night. And that dynamic duo of Conway and Hurst could be rampant in League One this season as they both scored tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Union Omaha goal scored by number 9, Greg Perez. In the 83rd minute.
And Tormenta have a mountain to climb now. By the way, if you want to enter that sweepstakes for Clearwatch, Clearwatch21, the code to enter, April 30th is the date where you have to enter by to try to win those sweet headphones. Those are sweet, but they're not as sweet as a Greg Hurst goal to give Omaha a 2-0 lead on opening night and likely give a home team their first points of the season in USL League One play. Also being told that JP Skeers has been booked for Union Omaha as well. So the yellow card total for Union Omaha goes up to 3. 7 overall between the two.
Ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card has been issued to Union Omaha. Number 17, JP
Gomez.
That was in red.
Nicoletto's header clear by the Union Omaha back line. Nicoletto on the back heel. Liotti does really well for Tormenta, but he couldn't finish. Might have tried to toe poke it past the goalkeeper. Instead, he skied it over the top. Another look at it. Oh, it's a lovely back heel by Nicoletto, and Liotti, yeah, he did. He tried to toe poke it through at the near post, and instead, he skied it. And Tormenta still have not found the back of the net this season in almost 2 full games. That's probably their best chance they've created all night. Phelps is able to keep it alive. Bill Hart was brought down. Free kick, Tormenta. There's still 4 minutes to go. If Tormenta want any shot at salvaging something, they have to score 1 as soon as they possibly can. The only reason I think there is going to be some stoppage time added on as well. Can Tormenta cut back into it? It's not going to happen that way. McCall backtracking. Bill Hart tried to run it down and control it. And in the end, it was last off of him, and it is a goal kick for Union Omaha. And that man has certainly done his job tonight. The captain, Ferretti Sosa, been fantastic defensively for Union Omaha, as you'd expect from a captain. Out of play it goes. It's going to stay with South Georgia. Actually, pardon me, Union Omaha win the throw. Murphy will take it. Or not. It's become hot potato on the near side, and the referee says enough. We need to roll on here and play. Phelps is fouled. Tormenta can reset. And Greg Hurst might be asking for a yellow there, and he's been given one for time wasting. So a yellow and a goal for Greg Hurst in his Union Omaha debut. 4 yellows apiece between the sides. McCall, deep. Nicoletto picks it up in a dangerous area. Nicoletto's shot is blocked. Handball appeals. Waved away by the referee. Liotti settles under it, controls. Can he size it up? Liotti, good ball into the middle. Phelps lays it off. Shot from Nicoletto is skied over the top. And Tormenta needed more of this. Throughout the match, they haven't gotten it. And they might be running out of time here, as it looks like Union Omaha will make a change. Jake Krull, you see there, will come on. And it looks like Evan Conway scored the opening goal. Will make way. It was a fantastic opening goal from Conway. Another look at it here. It's a ball over the top and the lefty finish. Superb, really, from Evan Conway. Krull will come on for Conway with just over a minute to play in the 90. Third substitution for Union Omaha. Omaha 2-0 to the good. Tormenta running out of time. They need to score as soon as possible and then hope there's enough stoppage time. It's a very tall ask at this point. But they keep on fighting. That's Ian Cameron's DNA showing. But Villadair does fantastically well there, the Spaniard. Can Union Omaha put the icing on the cake here? Plenty forward. Murphy in space. Murphy's shot is blocked off the 6-yard line. Being told there's going to be 3 added minutes on the end of the 90. Murphy fouled. That's not going to help Tormenta's cause. There's the confirmation of the 3 added minutes. Nicoletto is pleading his case that it wasn't a foul. Goals from Conway and Hurst look to have wrapped up the 3 points. For Union Omaha, who are fine just keeping it in this corner. They've won another free kick. And Jay Mims said it earlier this week to us. He wasn't worried. His team was ready. He saw it throughout the preseason. Union Omaha have had notable, strong preseason results. We see another change coming here. Elma Enfor will enter the fray. About 2 minutes to go here. And Greg Hurst, on his Union Omaha debut, is on the score sheet. He will get a nice hand from the crowd as he exits. This was the moment. A turnover. Hurst jumped on it immediately, and a cool, calm, collected finish for his first Union Omaha goal. Tormenta are able to clear their lines. Fans follow Union Omaha and the rest of the USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus. Some of the USL, MLS, Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Join the more than 12 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One every week. Sign up today on ESPNplus.com. Final minute here on opening night for Union Omaha. Looks like 3 points will be going to them. It'll be the first home 3 points for a League One team this season. And a tough start for Tormenta. They're going to be off to a 2-game losing streak. Despite 2 strong efforts, we saw again a lot of positives tonight from Ian Cameron's team. Sign of things to come, I think, for Tormenta. But once again, the final product let them down tonight. And to be fair, despite the mistake that led to the Greg Hurst second, the defense has been pretty strong as well for Tormenta tonight, because that Conway goal was a special one, and that mistake was very, a rare moment with a miscue there for Tormenta. Adair showing off his control, trying to wind the clock down. He's won a free kick off of Josh Phelps. That'll likely be one of the last actions of this one. Nuhu clears. Final whistle goes. 3 points for Union Omaha on opening night in Nebraska. Jay Mims has got to be happy with that. Goals from Conway and Hurst, and Union Omaha are off and running in their second season in USL League One. Evan Conway, Greg Hurst. Got to see a new signing if you're a Union Omaha fan. Get on the score sheet as well. Tormenta, 2 losses on the bounce to start the season, but Union Omaha in their opening game, coming off a season where they made it to the USL League One final. They're back at it, and they're strong as ever with a 2-0 victory. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up from Nebraska. Union Omaha, with goals from Conway and Hurst, win it 2-0 over Tormenta. We'll wrap things up after a quick break here on ESPN+. Back here in Nebraska, Sean St. Jacques here with you, wrapping things up here from Papillion, Nebraska. Warner Park, the site, Union Omaha and their fans saluting the team for a solid 2-0 victory here on opening night to open up the 2021 campaign. Let's take a look at how it all went down in the full-time highlights between these two. Union Omaha now stay unbeaten, 3 on the bounce, 2 wins and a draw now all-time against Tormenta. Evan Conway, who scored the goal in the finale of the regular season last year, scores a stunner to start out the 2021 campaign for Union Omaha. It came in the 22nd minute. From that point on, Tormenta got back into the game as far as the way they played, but Omaha kept creating opportunities. That was a big-headed opportunity by Knutson in the middle of the penalty area. Couldn't put it on target. Then the second goal, Gomez sure on the ball initially, but then a poor pass back to him leads to the Greg Hurst chance, and he's not going to miss from there with enough time at his disposal. His debut goal for Union Omaha sealed all 3 points. In the end, it was a game that was physical, a game that was very, very hard fought. One last chance for Tormenta to try to get back into the game. Azad Liati, a new signing for Tormenta, got in behind the Omaha defense, did everything right until the end, and he toe-poked it over the top. Would have been a consolation in the end as Tormenta ran out of time late on in the game. But positive signs again, despite a lack of final product for Tormenta moving forward. To see their shots just edging for Tormenta. Shots on target, though, and of course the 2-0 stat going Omaha's way. And again, plenty of possession for Tormenta as well, but not enough in the final third. And again, you mentioned the physicality, 4 yellow cards apiece. Ton to think about for Ian Cameron moving forward, but in the end, Union Omaha in a hard-fought game, physical game that both teams showed that they were in mid-season form as far as their emotions and their physicality, but the goals from Evan Conway and Greg Hurst were the difference. For Ryan Rose, my producer, and our entire crew, I'm Sean St. Jacques saying so long from Nebraska. It's Union Omaha 2, South Georgia Tormenta 0.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.